Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back once again to Crypto Income Daily. Today, in this video, we bring to you an interview with a top global ambassador with Loom-X. In fact, Loom-X, this is the decentralized arbitrage trading system that trades on decentralized exchanges, and it is extracting profits in milliseconds in 24/7. Indeed, is able to generate anywhere from 0.3 to 1.8% on daily basis. And you are indeed able to monitor every trade. You can see live trades ongoing, lifetime. You can watch them in real time. So this is a global ambassador video I want to share with you. Please, a disclaimer, this video is not for investment advice. It is just for educational and informational purposes only. I am not your financial advisor. Always do your own due diligence first before you join any opportunity I share with you. And don't go about joining influencers. Do your own due diligence first. I always join something and experience it first before I share. Having said so, now let's enjoy the interview.
Greetings, Grateful Tribe. Today, I have an exclusive interview with one of the key individuals of the leading project in our portfolio, Loom-X. And it is this gentleman who is taking Loom-X from being a regional opportunity in Southeast Asia to a global opportunity that we're getting to participate in and your teammates around the world. It is thanks to this man that this opportunity is beginning to expand. Remember that the owner of Loom-X, Mr. Steven, doesn't speak English. So that's where Daniel, the global ambassador, comes into play to help us to understand, as the liaison between the field and the company, what is happening on their side. And Daniel has decades of experience. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Sal.
And
Thank you,
we look
everybody.
forward to hearing from your perspective. So Daniel, tell me, from when you joined to this point, are you pleasantly surprised about how Mr. Steven and Loom-X management is running the company?
Okay. Well, first of all, I'd like to say, when I heard first from this company, like many of us, well, most probably listening to this video, we've been hurt with good and not so good company in past years, right?
Yes.
So before I decided to go all in to expose myself, I did my due diligence, and I had the chance, the blessing to meet one of the owner, Mr. Stevens.
Yes.
So after a few meetings, I realized this thing was real. Now, saying that looks a little bit cliche, right?
Yeah.
But,
too many times we hear real.
Exactly. But when I went step by step, I said, what about this management? Who's behind this?
Mhm.
What's their focus? What's the mindset? Where do we go, right?
Yeah.
And when I said already, but when I spend time with Mr. Steven, one thing he said to me really hit me in my face. He said,
that?
you know what? Loom-X is not a company. It's my baby.
Oh,
And when he said that, you feel like it's real baby, you know? You feel like the blood is all in, and it's going to do whatever it takes to make it successful and sustainable. So that was number one for me, very important. Number two was, of course, how about the transparency?
Yeah.
Once again, looks like a cliche. Every company said, well, we are transparent. When it comes to time to look at it, like you mentioned in this other great video you made, we have access to everything.
Yeah.
So don't take my words for granted. Do your own analyze, check this out, and guess what? 100% is there, right? Number three, the capital, right? You know, money comes and go, but friendship, family members,
the teams we build, the
that
connections around
when we get hit pretty bad with not so good companies, as I said, money can come back. But when you lose friends, when you lose, you know, good family members through bad operation, it hurts very bad. So for me, when I heard that, as an example, Sal, you sponsor me, I get excited. I want to put $10,000 in Loom-X. How much are you making? Zero. Yeah. That's fantastic. I love that, right? Of course, you're making percentage from what I'm earning. So that's for me was a big plus. Talking about plus, the compensation plan. How do I get paid? Not how much, how do I get paid? Many times we see good numbers in the laptop. Hey, that's my commission. Try to get it now. That's another story, right? And you pay fees and delay and so on. But here, you don't have nothing to do. No withdrawal button, nothing. Every time you generate at least $5, I repeat, it's $5, not 500, $5. It's sent automatically to your wallet.
You know, some companies make their minimum withdrawals like $50, and they just add these barriers. I'm like, why? Why are you making it more difficult for
We
people
both
to
know the answer,
participate?
right?
Yeah, it's just annoying. So it's definitely a fresh breath of air. I want to know more in depth, the things that only you can tell us. For example, how is it like working with Mr. Steven and Wesley on a regular basis? Are they responsive to the fields and suggestions that you're providing? Because
Well,
you're in
okay,
there.
let me tell you a true story. First of all, regarding Mr. Steven, this is like 20, 22 years now I've been involved in this industry. I've been through a few companies. I know a lot of companies, but I've never seen such a founder so much commit.
Really?
Let me tell you why.
Okay.
First of all, is exposing himself, is showing himself, he meets
That's
people.
true.
As a matter of fact, that might be a little bit of a problem soon because we're getting big.
Yeah.
So what I mean by that, if you have the chance to go to the office in Bangkok,
Yep.
is meeting in on a daily basis
Yeah.
people face to face.
Yeah.
That's number one. Number two, we decide, we'll talk about it later, to come to Dubai.
Yep.
And he just jumped in the plane and he's here with us.
That is true.
I've
He
never
could have
seen
not been here. He could have
course,
just
of
sent
course.
you and Wesley and say,
Exactly.
handle the field.
Wait, no, he's really, really involved. So
That's true.
for me, that's a
That speaks
big
volumes.
Oh my God, yes.
Now, in terms of the expansion in the fields and the many conversations you have with top leaders, what are their primary focuses, and why do you believe that these leaders, some that have not worked for many years, are starting to build again with Loom-X?
Well, part of this answer is, of course, the company itself. But the very first reason is because I believe most of us involved in this industry, we've been hit pretty bad in the last few years. And we're sick and tired of fake company and promises. Now, with Loom-X, there's no fake infos, there's no promises, there's no, we're going to do that. No, it's all there.
Yeah.
I want to mention something about Mr. Steven and his team. They've been working on this project for almost 3 years before they launch it, right? So that's a big information. It's very important. So the baby is ready. That's number one. Number two, to answer your question, is the top leaders, like you mentioned, so-called top leaders, they are used to a certain type of business.
Yeah.
Loom-X, this is not what it is. I just spent almost all the meetings that I have to explain that.
Okay.
Very simple. Loom-X is 100% organic,
Yeah.
or Loom-X is 100% decentralized. So there's no company. That's a community. So
Wow.
if you're being part of the community, that's your company. Don't,
Wow.
If you ask me to support you financially,
Yeah.
you're talking to yourself, not to me.
I think a
Right?
lot of leaders with many companies that are just throwing money in their face to distract them from the legitimacy, from the actual is there
Absolutely.
substance in there.
Absolutely.
Don't look at that. Here's more money. Go
Absolutely.
and build. I think you guys are doing something that I truly respect, and controlling the financial elements that can make or break a company.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong. I understand that concern because you need money to build, yes or yes. But in your case, with your company, Loom-X, you got the money.
Yeah.
As soon as you get in, within a minute, you get ticketing, that money machine start. But we have to teach those people to understand that.
Yeah.
And my strategy is very simple. You know, I'm not the smartest guy, but I say, hey, you know, look at this. Keep coming to my phone.
Show those.
So why don't you give it a try?
Yeah.
People are very clever, you know, they're smart. If you do the math with $100, just try it out, $100. Then you see the numbers, and then say, oh, I'm going to put 1,000. I'm going to speak to this guy, and then it comes the mashing, the magic happen, and that's how we.
You know, I was going to ask you, from your decades of experience and so much conversations with these leaders that have built insane organizations, insane volumes, what are some strategies that you are seeing that's working very effectively in the field, and any suggestions to a builder that is like middle level, haven't had any major success? I think Loom-X is an opportunity that a lot of up and coming leaders can make a name for themselves, can make breakthrough income. But what should they be doing? And I think you answered it in some way, which is just show your results or share a result. It doesn't necessarily have to be yours, because you're just proving the concept. But I want to hear from your perspective.
It's always based on facts, you know. It's very important. You asked me a question earlier. I don't know if we went through this, but this Your company, Loom-X, being launched October 24th.
Yeah.
I met those guys November 5th.
Wow.
And I signed up my agreement. I accept, to bring this baby worldwide on November 9th.
Wow.
So it's basically a little bit over 2 months. And now you're with over 60,000 people.
Wow.
And 41, 42, 43 countries already registered. So that's where we'll go. This is fact. Now, talking about fact, I say, people, listen, don't get me wrong. This is a numbers game.
Yeah.
I can promise you, if you make 2 calls, there's no chance it's going to sponsor 3 people, right? So that's the same thing here. But once you've done that first step, the next step, don't try to sell anything. Don't try to convince anything. Why? Thanks to Loom-X, you have facts. Just show them what is going on. If they don't believe you, which is fine, you just have to do their own research. Click on the hash, go to the operation. Wow, this is real. Yes, it's real for $100 and it's real for $1 million. So you give it a try. That's all I say. You just to give it a try.
I think Loom-X is the easiest and simplest and most transparent opportunity. And I don't say that just because they're listed on the blockchain where every transaction of their arbitrage, you can see that. But I say that because of many other reasons. The fact that they actually have a technology that you can use, the swapping and mixing engine, without needing to make a staking or deposit. Just use it as a service and you'll see how quick it is and the lower fees compared to other services in the market. And the fact that they don't hold on to our profits or commissions speaks a lot more than any other stories or proper presentation. Is just showing by doing, showing by sending out the deposits more than fancy slides or talks about what they're going to do. I think you guys really stand out in the marketplace. This is the first time that I've seen such a withdrawal mechanism.
Well, talking of the first time, as you know, we have a promotion running, right? So whoever is qualified V3 and above, which is 150,000 point volume. So that's quite big. Yes or yes. But now we have nearly 60, 65 people already qualified.
For V3 Bangkok trip.
So hello, does this thing work? Of course it does. So my opinion, I'm 100% sure in the first quarter 1 of 2026, your company Loom-X will be like popcorn. Why? Look at the solid foundation we have. Look at the countries already registered, the leaders taking place. That's going to be massive. So my suggestion to you, take your decision, not now, but right now, and welcome on board.
Capture the market. I love how you say your company.
Because that's the truth.
I know, it's different.
I want you to do the same. I want everybody to do the same. So stop asking. I think it was Barack Obama or something, United States said, well, don't ask what the country can do for you.
Ask what you can do.
So that's the same. People are asking, oh, Loom-X, can Loom-X support me? Okay.
Can you support Loom-X?
That's yours.
Yeah. No, it's a different mentality now that you mention it like that we're a community.
Yes.
Finally, I want to end on what are you most looking forward to based on everything you know on the back end side, as well as the overview of the field and the expansion. What are you most looking forward to this year of Loom-X's growth?
We mentioned a few times community, right?
Yeah.
Community is users. We're looking for users.
Yeah.
And by the way, I want to repeat it. We're not in a big hurry. We're not looking for fake momentum and then goes down.
That.
No.
I'm still trying to get my mind around that, because in crypto opportunities,
because I have this mindset also, because fake momentum is easy to create, right? It's easy. But we don't want to hurt your company. After 3 months, those guys are leaving, right? And then 20,000 people go.
Yeah.
We don't build that way. We don't buy leaders. We don't put money to bring people on board. We don't do that. Okay, so that's very important.
Awesome. I'm excited for what's about to come. I think you guys are now expanding into these, I think, first real international market that you're sitting and talking and meeting up with leaders is here in Dubai.
Yes.
From here, seeding the rest of the world.
Correct.
I think maybe the next event after Thailand, maybe here.
You have good information. You have good information.
I try to stay connected.
It's one thing to say, oh, we're going worldwide. No. But we have, of course, I cannot share everything today, but of course we have a game plan. Of course, we know what we're doing. Yeah. There's many reasons why we are here. Let's put it that way. And yes, there's going to be announced at the event in Thailand, the next event, where? So
awesome.
I let you bet.
I want to thank not only Daniel, but also each and every one of you guys for helping us all to build something that we can be proud of, build something that I'm excited to share with people, because more than any talk, we can actually see the genuineness of the company by forcing us to withdraw, as opposed to the vast majority of the companies in our space, which is holding on to our withdrawals, making it difficult to take our own money into our own wallets. This is very refreshing. Any final words that you want to share with the community?
Well, my suggestion is this: take a look, test it, and welcome on board.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Sam.
We'll see you guys in Bangkok and beyond. Peace.